We've got basketball action at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. For J.J. Barea. About 1 minute into the first quarter.
It's interesting that the Mavs almost exclusively built through free agency. They make draft picks, but they always seem to have a hand in free agency come July.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Hayward 3 and Favors the 4. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. And it's Gobert in at the 5. It's Ellis on the wing. Tries a 3. Good! Ellis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, Clark, you look back at some of the big names they were rumored to be in on. Like Deron Williams and Dwight Howard. Those two names come to mind.
And they missed out on them, but they've always been very good about remaining flexible when they need to be with the salary cap.
Here's Favors, and he lays it straight in.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pass to Ellis. Nowitzki sets a screen for Ellis. Nowitzki with the screen on Favors. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Norris. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Pass to Burke. Favors with the screen on Nowitzki. Burke the pass to Favors. He dishes it to Hayward. Fires at the elbow. No luck. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
You know, you can point to their shooting percentage in the low 30s, guys, if you're looking for the reason that game didn't go their way.
Yeah, I think it's almost impossible to win a game when you're posting a number like that, Steve. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
That drops.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. But Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And Parsons kicks the Ellis. From outside, off the mark. Utah trailing here. Now Burks. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he played great at the defensive end of the floor, too, Kevin. Had a couple of important block shots in that game. So good all-around effort.
The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Parsons attacking. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Again, the Mavericks score.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
They had major problems at the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home. Boy, you've got to cash in on them.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Stoudemire's checked in for Chandler. Aminu comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Monte Ellis. Doris Burke has an update.
Some adjustments.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Favors. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Derek Favors, a really nice fit in Utah. Tough, has a low-key, low-maintenance personality. Doesn't seem to get bothered by attention and accolades. All he does is work.
And Favors last season, guys, signing a 4-year extension with the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, he wanted to stay in Utah, and they've certainly been happy to have him. A foundational piece for this team, no question.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Here's Smooth, averaging 8 points a game. No good off the back of the rim. Kicks it to Exum. Here's the screen. No good. Excellent D there from Norris.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Here's Harris, and he gets it to go.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Here's Smooth. Good work defensively by Millsap.
You know, his finishing ability leaves a lot to be desired, guys. He needs to take it to the basket stronger.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 5.
This Thursday night, February 19th, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Be there.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
Go for a different look here. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Stoudemire. Ellis comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Devin Harris. And Smooth subbed in for J.J. Barea. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Favors comes in for Jeremy Evans. Burks, he's checked in for Hood. And Trey Burks subbed in for Exum. Norris in at point guard. Chandler Parsons out there with Ellis. Then there's Felton. And it's Chandler in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Norris, shot is blocked. Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Burke's with it. Picked up by Ellis. Here's Gobert. His last outing, 16 points for him. 4 on the clock. And it's blocked by Norris. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And now let's take a look at Alec Burks' numbers. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers might not reflect it, but the effort's really been there for him. He's going to get rewarded soon enough if he keeps getting after it like he has been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Steve. He's been unlucky not to have filled up the stat sheet more because his play has really been solid.
Chandler with a screen for Felton. Here's Smooth, averaging 8 points a game. That's good. Smooth's got 6.
And after the game, it was said he was in a heated discussion with a teammate. Not sure exactly what the topic was, but it might have been ball movement.
I would guess that one of them was unhappy with what he perceived as a look-off. That's when a guy acts like he sees you, but he doesn't. Whatever it was, you would hope that those two would be able to get it sorted out in private.
Boy, this has been flat out ugly for him this quarter. He hasn't hit a thing out there.
40 seconds left in the first half. The 9-foot shot rejected by Norris, but he gets it back. Rejected by Norris. And Felton is up top. Burke covering. That one goes. Count. 5 points in the game.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Burks kicks to Burke. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Dallas up 19. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
All right, guys. Great first half. Home fans are loving it. Still want to go over a couple of things, though. We've taken a lot of pressure off ourselves on D because of how good we've been on offense. That's what I call locked in.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter, just a different look for Dallas. Stoudemire's checked in for Chandler. Aminu comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Harris subbed in for Ellis. Utah also making some changes. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Gobert. Hood comes in for Burks. And it's Exum in for Trey Burke. Taking a look at the Jazz. Hayward out there with Trevor Booker. Then it's Exum. Then there's Favors. And it's Hood in at the 2. Smooth checked in for Dallas. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. You look at Hayward. Top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
You know, a lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Steve, I'd say more than pretty good. Those are the guys that give opposing defenses nightmares on a regular basis.
Derek Favors, a very defensive-minded young big man, 6'10", over 260 pounds. Got that 7'4" wingspan. So enormous potential, great size, and he can guard either power forwards or centers with ease.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A minute 42 left in the third. Pass to Norris. Fires from the corner. Dallas, no good that time either.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Hood, the pass to Favors. Here's Hood. He's guarded by Norris. Hood kicks to Exum. Rejected by Norris. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. The Jazz making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. There's 1:17 left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Hood.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
There's the dish to Harris. Here's Smooth. 8 points for him. Now here's Parsons. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Amar'e Stoudemire still an efficient scorer, attacking the rim. The problems have been at the defensive end of the floor, where last season he fouled 4 times more than he blocked a shot. Not a great ratio. So he's got to continue to work defensively.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Norris. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Jazz making a switch here, and he's got his first chance at the line here. That free throw good from Norris. Here's Exum. 6 points for him.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
Over to the left wing. And Millsap, here we go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
76% of the stripe for him to this point of the season.
Both free throws good for Millsap. Heaves it up. Cannot hit. Assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the back.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. Clark.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Here with
Hey, I know you saw me locking up out there,
I saw
right?
you doing what you get paid to do. Play good defense whenever you're on the court.
Oh, come on, man. Let me have this one. I did all the little things you always talking about. Hustle, effort,
Fair
relentless.
enough. Keep it up, and the wins will follow.
I can stop anybody in this league. KD, LeBron, Curry. Shoot, I don't care. Bring them all on.
Easy, partner. You never want your mouth to write checks that your body can't cash.
You know, life's a funny thing.
Whatever you say, boss.
A couple of months ago, I never even heard of you. A few weeks ago, I was certain you were a one-and-done guy. You know, have your cup of coffee in the bigs, and then disappear, never to be heard from again.
And now?
Now I'm going to tell you that I was wrong not to draft you, and I was silly to offer you only a 10-day contract. And you know, I was mistaken to think you were only here to have a cup of coffee.
So you saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying we're offering you a guaranteed contract for the rest of the season.
It's about time, ain't it? Dang, you been jerking my chain long enough.
What?
You heard me. Hey, I belong in this league, and I've known that for a long time. I'm happy that you and the coaching staff finally figured it out.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you're so confident. Now, don't let this get to your head. I've been around this game a long time, and you know what? I've learned a few things. One is, good teammates last in this league. Head cases that have talent don't. Do you understand?
Hey, man, I'm not a head case, all right? I'm just a man that's hungry, ready to show the world what I can do. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Finally.
Well, I, for one, can't wait to see it. Welcome to the film room, everybody. Coach wanted me to give you all a little breakdown on some of the key points of emphasis strategies we'll be using moving forward. As you know, the entire staff feels it's important to review the basics from time to time, giving everyone a better understanding of what coach is expecting when you're out on the floor. It's going to help the team win more games. Simple as that. Now let's get to it, gentlemen. Getting to the basket and playing physical on defense. So here we go. Now, there are times when coach is going to want us to really focus on getting to the basket. We have some talented players on this team who are capable of getting to the rim just about any time because of their ball handling, speed, and ability to finish inside. When we run into a team that has weak perimeter defenders or is not very good at defending the rim, coach is going to want us to go strong to the hoop whenever possible. Now let's take a look at some game film showing how we can try and get to the rim for some easy baskets.
Okay, up next, playing physical. We got some very physical players who like to use their bodies against weaker, smaller teams. We should be looking to take advantage of those size and strength mismatches by wearing out our opponents over the course of the game. Now let's look at some film so you guys can see what playing physical on the defensive end looks like in action. Okay, that's going to do it for today. There's no excuse not to know what's expected of you when coach calls for either of these points of emphasis in a game. See you at practice.
You got it, Coach.